The fall off of the Jeepers Creepers franchise needs to be studied. It won't be studied here though. I want to talk about its peak, which I believe to be Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. I think that's really where it peaked. I can't really tell where, because in a lot of ways, Jeepers Creepers 2 did some things better, but overall atmosphere, 1 is far superior as a movie. Both of them scared the hell out of me as a kid, and I want to show some of my favorite scenes from both movies. But before I go into that, I want y'all to see why I hated 3. And I'm not even gonna, I guess I am gonna bring it up now. I'm not gonna talk about Jeepers Creepers Reborn. I don't know how that got to theaters. It looks like it was made with $2 and a cheeseburger. I don't know what that movie was. But the reason I didn't like Jeepers Creepers 3 is because it felt like they were trying to make the creeper way more badass. And maybe I've been on TikTok too long, but his aura was completely gone. It felt like they just wanted to show us how cool he was and all his cool weapons, and they hinted at a more established lore, but overall it was just really stylish kills. Let me show you. For anybody who's seen Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2, like a scene like this would not have even fit in those kinds of movies. The closest you get is when he takes on the police department, and he's not like karate fighting everybody and doing all these cool moves. He's stalking and killing them one by one to heal himself, and it just feels like he's a monster. But this looks like a scene right out of Fast and Furious. His car's super souped up, which we saw in the first movie. So the bullets are bouncing off and killing somebody. Then he's throwing bombs at cars and they're flipping over with these Bollywood-ass graphics. And I just could not understand. Everything about the kills in the third movie just felt like they wanted him to be really cool looking and have his kills be really cool. But take this scene for example. This is from the first movie. The atmosphere is completely different. It's like they took the aura of the creeper more seriously, like they wanted us to be afraid of him. Look how they draw this out.
Hello?
I'm sure you can see the tone shift with the two clips I just showed you. From the Fast and Furious-esque fight scene with the cars and the bullets and the bombs to this dark tone where you finally get the face of the creature and this old lady who tried to take him on gets cooked. And it's just like, you see the horror in the two actors' faces. They're terrified because they couldn't really tell what was going on, but now they got the full scope. What they're fighting, what they're facing is not human. They don't know what it is, but it wants them and it's not gonna stop. And this is actually one of the areas where I felt like the second movie did better than the first one in showing the monster's desperation when it picks a target, because it picked multiple targets in the second movie and it does everything it possibly can to kill those kids. Because the second movie is at the end of its feeding cycle, so it only had that night and then it had to wait for, I believe, 23 years? I get it mixed up with Pennywise, because I believe Pennywise is every 27 years. So definitely let me know if I'm getting those mixed up, but I really wanted to talk about the scene on the bus. This is probably like the most iconic scene from Jeepers Creepers 2, where he picks a bunch of targets and practically busts a hot one on the window. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about.
Fuck? Is it looking at me? Get that light off.
See, this is why I feel like it peaked at 1 and 2, because in the first movie, the whole movie, you see that he picked the one target and he's chasing after the one target. It took him a while to figure out of the brother and sister who had more fear, but once he knew, it was over. Like, the creeper was never going to stop. In the second movie, now that we have that understanding of the creeper, it having this orgasmic weird scene on the bus, we understand that every kid it has picked is fucked. It's going to cook everybody at once, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. So there's a certain level of anxiety when watching the second movie, because you've seen the damage the creeper can take, and in this movie it takes even more damage and nothing seems to stop it. It loses a head. It loses an actual head and grows it back fairly quickly. Nothing stops the creeper, and the fact that you don't know much about the creeper, those two things together is what really had me scared of this movie. Although I think the tone of the second movie is lighter in comparison, the creeper is just as scary.
Just think for a second. I won't fight you. You can take me. I'm stronger. You want me.
That scene is what made me a fan of the movie, or I guess at the time it made it so I couldn't sleep, but as I got older, it was the defining moment for me, because like I told you guys in the last video, when the monster is too strong, when there's nothing they can do and they just win, that gut-wrenching feeling of, damn, that's it? Like the credits just roll and it's over. And I wish I could show you guys what the creeper actually did to Derry, but I'm pretty sure that'll get censored, but he does something very foul to that man, and it is just horrible to see because you kind of wanted him to win, and they don't. Derry dies and becomes a part of the creeper. And you may think with this video and the last video that I always want the protagonist to lose, but I don't. It's the fact that the protagonist usually has a way to win in horror movies in one way or another, and it's just nice to see every now and then that they can't win. The monster is too strong, and although you get some hope that they can find a way to beat it, they can't, and the credits roll and you walk out feeling crushed that your favorite character is now dead. But I really wanted to make this video to celebrate what I liked about Jeepers Creepers, because it was genuinely scary and mysterious at one point in time. But with the third movie coming out, and now the reboot, I believe, I didn't see it, but that new movie looking even worse, it looks like the franchise is going to continue to go downhill. Hopefully they just stop. But the mystique and the aura around the creeper is gone, and what made this series special, in my opinion, has completely evaporated into a cash grab, I guess. I don't even know how much they're making anymore. So I wanted to celebrate what was good and mourn the loss of an amazing franchise, or what could have been an amazing franchise. But I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be back with another one on Friday talking about what I believe to be the saddest trope in horror movies, so I'll see you guys on the next one.